But in his year on his own, trying to close in on Teddy Cheever, who's ahead of him in 7th place. He's trailing him by about 2 seconds. There he is on your left-hand side of the picture. There's Eddie Cheever going through turn 4.
And again, some of these guys pitted under that yellow, so there's a lot of traffic in between them and the leader.
Car slowing down.
Andy Hillenburg down the backstretch, the Indiana native who started in sprint cars not too far from here, winning track championships. He's been a stock car driver for the most part in his racing career, but he had the dream of racing at Indy, but he's on the warm-up lane and headed for the pit area. This is the Sumar Special presented by Irwindale Speedway. Hillenburg wanted so much to race at Indianapolis, I am told, that even on his wedding altar, he turned to his best man and said, boy, someday I sure hope to drive at Indianapolis.
It's the back of the car, Jimmy Vasher ahead of Alton Darray.
We go down to Leslie Goodell, who's with Sarah Fisher.
Obviously a very disappointing way to end this race. Sarah, can you talk about what happened out there?
Well, you know, I really don't know. It's all of a sudden it wound up 3 abreast. You know, I was going to the inside of turn 1 passing Lynn, and all of a sudden someone came on the inside, and I don't know. It just doesn't work when you're 3 abreast here. So, you know, the positive side is we're going to try and fix the car and get back out there in the race. I was having a great time before the crash, so, you know, everything was great. Meade and Cummins are hopefully happy, and we'll try and get back out there and run some more laps.
What did Derek Walker say to you?
Derek said to be calm and, you know, not to worry, because I always get down on myself, and he said to cheer up, that I had nowhere to go.
What's it like driving in your first Indy so far?
It's been wonderful. I had a great time. We love the attention that we've been getting as far as fans goes and media goes. It's great for everyone that's associated with us. It's great for our team. We're really happy about that.
What about the experience that you've gained from being out there in this short time?
There's a lot of things I learned here. I mean, the start is one piece of experience that you can't actually learn unless you do it. So we've been through that, and we've been through the first third of the race. So we've got a little bit of experience to gain for next year.
What was it like driving in the traffic out there, and was it what you expected?
Yeah, actually, at Las Vegas, when you get in a draft, you lose your front end, and the same holds true here. Indy's a hard place to pass on, and every little lap that you get to get a run on someone, it helps you learn. So all the experience, the better.
Was the start of the race what you actually expected, though, the very beginning?
A little bit, yeah. They said that the stands would be a lot more, you know, congested, and it would overwhelm me a little bit. But I think what really got it was how dirty the track was the first lap around. That's really what got my attention.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Bob?
Boy, some great battling going on out here as these cars approach slower traffic, and there is debris on the race course, and the caution comes out.
That yellow could have been for those 3 guys going to turn 3.
It should have been
while
for
we were
those
watching
things.
that.
But it was interesting. Sarah, on her education, 3 abreast into turn 1 is the ultimate in cramming for finals, Bob.
Boy, and she'll know that it just doesn't work. We saw her and Lynn eliminated in the same crash. More of the Indy 500 after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
The 84th Indianapolis 500 continues on ABC Sports.
Oh, look at this.
Buell stalls it.
Well, it was tight coming out of the
Back at
pits.
Indianapolis, and you can see the rush off pit lane as pit stops have been made under this caution period for debris on the racetrack. Here's a replay of the stops as they occurred of the top 3 drivers, with Montoya on top. Here comes Robbie McGee on the middle, and Ayrton Darray on the bottom of your screen. Again, good work from the Chip Ganassi Target team. They get their driver out in 11.2 seconds. It took McGee 10.3, and Darray had a 12.1 second pit stop.
Well, it looked like Darray got off first, but Bob, his pit is a lot farther north in the pit area, so he stopped first, and that's why it looked like he got out first.
100 laps have been completed. We are at the halfway point, and when they come down to complete this lap, we will have an official race. Meanwhile, Vince is with Andy Hillenburg.
Well, it was a dream come true for Andy Hillenburg to run in this event, but it comes to a premature end.
Yeah, it does. Had a little problem there at the left rear wheel bearing or hub. I'm not sure yet. We're going to take it back to the garage and maybe fix it, but I kind of doubt it because we don't have any parts. My guys, I'd like to thank all of them for doing a super job this month. You know, I was a little slow getting going because I really didn't know what to expect, and we went a lap down there, and you know, it was pretty pretty slow getting in and out of the pits. But on the racetrack, it was really cool. Starting to get the hang of this kind of racing, and maybe someday I'll get invited back to do it again.
It's been a great story. We hope to see you soon. Andy Hillenburg.
Thanks.
Jack Arute.
Well, let's tell you a little bit about what happened with Juan Montoya on that pit stop. They're very concerned in and out because he doesn't have the same sort of brakes as we get ready to go back to green. But when he started to pull back out, he was halted by Chip Ganassi because all of a sudden Eliseo Salazar was coming across his bow. Quick thinking by Ganassi avoided disaster on pit road.
The Team Purex car, driven by Robbie Buell, has gone behind the wall. As you can see, we are now at a complete race, 101 complete, and as they come down, they will take the green flag to complete lap number 102.
Again, with the pace car pulling off down between 1 and 2, it gives the leader an opportunity to accelerate quite early in the back to green lap, Bob.
Couple of lap cars are ahead of Juan Montoya as he takes the green flag and continues to be in the lead. He led 71 of the first 100 laps. Juan Montoya did. And here is the pit stop summary. McGee losing a couple of positions. Dare staying in third.
Look at Dare
picking up
coming,
two,
Bob.
and Dare is indeed on a run down the backstretch.
Dare challenging Jimmy Vasser here. Dare's car is handling very well in traffic, because you can see he stays very, very close to Jimmy Vasser through the turn, and that is a good sign for him because he has a great car. He's coming off of turn 4 pretty good here. He might pick up a draft and get by.
See him trying to get in that
his
draft.
car is running as well as it is because they took out 6 pounds of tire pressure already today and have made 3 full turns of front wing on both sides. So that gives you an indication this car was not good at the beginning of the race, but they've done a nice job of working with it to get it comfortable. And Ayrton Dare not driving this one like a rookie today.
Has a good run down the backstretch.
Well, 6 pounds of tire pressure might not sound a lot to some people, but that affects the spring rate of the car tremendously, and that should really soften up the front of the car to help bite the front tire.
Oh, by IndyCar standards, that is huge. I mean, 1 or 2 pounds makes a big difference on these cars, but Dare is just great in traffic.
Allenzer Jr., as you saw in the upper right box, has climbed out of his car and has given up the pursuit. We're on board with Jeff Ward, who is running in 4th position, about 5 seconds behind Montoya. And still, Ayrton Dare pursues Jimmy Vasser for the 2nd position, but Dare has not found the opportunity to pass. And here comes Jeff Ward up to make that a 3-car battle for position.
Well, again, Dare's quick in the corners, but that might be because the aero package. You might have a little more downforce in the car, gets him through the corner, but it hurts the straightaway speed, Bob, and that's maybe why he can't use the draft and get by.
I think that's exactly what's happening, Tom. And not far from these guys, of course, we have Ward there, but Buddy Lazier is closing in on them as well, as Salazar and Cheever. So we've got a great battle going on for 3rd place and 2nd place.
Good battle of 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, but out front is Montoya, and he stretched his lead already to over 5 seconds over his teammate Jimmy
And one
Vasser.
of the problems that Vasser is having, guys, on that pit stop, they took the rear wicker out of the rear wing. All of a sudden, Jimmy gets on the radio and says, I can't drive this car.
Well, you know how it is, Jack. Small changes mean big results, and you take a little bit of rear wing out, you lose downforce, and when the car gets loose, the driver has to roll out of the throttle.
I think the problem for him is when he's going to approach traffic. That's when he'll notice that rear wicker being taken out of the rear wing. Right now on his own, he's pretty good.